We have everybody in attendance. And let's start with the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge of allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Morning, everybody. So the first item up is going to be to approve the meeting agenda. And Jerry, was there some things that we needed to add in there, or
not at this point.
a description in? Okay. All right. Greg, yes. Would you wave your hand? Oh, okay. Sorry. All right. So I'll entertain a motion to approve the meeting agenda.
I'll make a motion to approve the meeting agenda as is.
Okay. A motion by Brittany. Do we have a second?
I'll second.
Second by Mike. Any discussion on the meeting agenda? Hearing no discussion, all those in favor signify by saying aye, and I'll do a roll call. Mike?
Aye.
Me, it's aye. Brenda?
Aye.
Greg?
Aye.
Brittany?
Aye.
Ann? I'm assuming that was an aye. I can't really hear you, so. It says you're unmuted, but you're muted now. No.
Static, and that's it. Visual. Awesome.
If you unmute her, does it work from our end?
I can't.
Can't. Okay, I see.
I can't do that,
Okay.
but I don't.
She's going 1 minute.
Okay, not. I click on it and nothing happens.
Okay. Do they have the option of calling in?
They do.
If you can hear us, Ann, did you just want to call in, do you think, or try log in again, or? Can they video in and then also call in on the phone if they?
As far as I know, they can't, yeah.
They can.
That was a question when I set the meeting up. They can connect more than once.
So she could still stay on the line on video and then call in that number?
There would just be a second box that would just say Ann Peterson on it.
Okay. Ann, did you want to try that? Stay on the video with us and then try call into that?
Or she can just pick up the phone, we can use a speakerphone too, if that's easier. want to go over here and get a copy.
Ann, do you want to just call the speakerphone for the school? 863-9330.
Can you hear us?
Except we need,
I'm thinking you might have to mute your video
no,
or mute your audio.
yeah, audio. Now speak. Still getting feedback.
She might have to disconnect video. Okay. Well, how is everybody this morning? Thumbs up? Okay. There we go.
I actually slept a little bit. It was good.
Yeah. I did get up to go running this morning. Don't know why I did it, but
I did not.
hey,
Let's see if it works.
well, so far, I don't hear any feedback.
Good.
Can you hear us? Okay, all right. I'm assuming that was an aye for the last motion to approve the meeting agenda?
Yeah, it was an aye.
Okay, all right. Motion carries.
Can everybody else hear Ann? Yeah, okay.
She was a little jumbled at first, but later it was better, but maybe try again.
Okay. You want to say something, Ann, here real quick? Make sure we can hear you. Try that again.
Can you hear me now?
That was better.
Yeah,
Okay.
yep. Okay. Next item up will be finalist interview for the Office of Superintendency, David Getz. Looks like Jerry might want to speak. Or...
I think you're on the agenda for 7:30. It's extend the offer for the position of superintendent of schools. So at this time, you would be discussing the two finalist interviews that you've had so far.
So we would just go through that first. Okay. I guess I don't know who wants to speak much, or you know, we've kind of vetted both candidates, and I'm kind of getting the feeling that we're just not positive we have the correct candidate for our district at this time. Seems to be a consensus that maybe we would want to take a look at one more of the candidates here. And that kind of what I'm gathering from other board members.
Yes.
Yes, okay. Any other board members, any comments or thoughts?
Yeah, I think that where the board sits now and what we've discussed through the vetting process and all that, it makes sense to bring in Mr. Getz, someone that we all, I think, liked and wanted. We maybe should have just invited him initially in hindsight, but I think it makes sense to bring him in and hear what he has to say, especially in light of our reservations we have.
Okay, thanks. Anyone else? I see a dog in Greg's picture there, so anyway. Jerry, you think we should just move on then and make a motion to offer the interview?
You know, I think if you're in agreement, there was individual discussions. I know, John, you did a lot of homework talking with all the board members individually. And if you're thinking that neither of the first two interviews were people that you are going to make a motion to extend the offer of superintendent to, at this point, then you would make a motion to extend an invitation to Mr. Getz to interview. And then what you do following, if that passes, then you would make a motion to suspend this meeting at this time. And then I believe then when we have the meeting later today, you would reconvene the meeting and then move forward with that interview and still work on the number 4, extending the offer of the position following that interview. Does that make sense to everybody? So right now, someone would need to make a motion to extend an invitation to Mr. Getz to be interviewed. And then at this time, you would suspend this meeting and then reconvene later today.
Okay. And I guess my comment is regarding the other two candidates. They both had their pros and cons, but I think the feeling is we need to find the best fit for Pelican Rapids and at the best time. There's some unknowns with what the state's going to do for finances and all that, and maybe the board in itself needs a little bit of time to heal too to make a decision. We need to feel comfortable with the decision we make. That's my opinion in a nutshell here. So, but if anybody else wants to add, otherwise I'll entertain a motion for making a finalist interview offer to David Getz for this afternoon at 4 p.m. Anybody like to make the motion?
I'll make a motion to extend an interview offer to Mr. David Getz for today at 4 p.m.
Okay, we have a motion. Do we have a second?
A second.
Second by Brenda. Now that we have a motion to extend an offer for interview to David Getz, any discussion regarding that? Hearing no discussion, all those in favor signify by saying aye, and I'll do a roll call again. I'll start with myself. Aye. Mike?
Aye.
Brenda?
Aye.
Greg?
Aye.
Brittany?
Aye.
Ann?
Aye.
Aye. We heard you. Motion carries. Now we'll need a motion to suspend the meeting until 4 p.m. when the interview with David Getz is scheduled. Now we'll go ahead. What's that?
Suspend the meeting until 4 p.m.
Yep. You made that motion, Ann? Yes? Okay. We have a motion by Ann. Motion by Ann. Do we have a second?
I'll second.
Second by Brittany. Any discussion? Hearing no discussion, all those in favor signify by saying aye. I'll start with myself again. Aye. Mike?
Aye.
Brenda?
Aye.
Greg?
Aye.
Brittany?
Aye.
And Ann?
Aye.
Aye. Motion carries. And just for the meeting purposes, we'll be will we have the Zoom link on our website again for when the meeting reconvenes at 4 p.m.?
We can continue with the same,
We can continue with the same link.
yeah, you can use the same information. This is a recurring meeting anyway.
It is.
So
Okay.
if
So
that's okay with everybody, we'll just continue or use the same meeting numbers or connection.
okay. Did everybody hear Bill on that? Some did and some didn't, but keep
John,
Yes,
I will work with Barb to get an update to the motion here on the agenda, and just saying that there will be a continuation of this meeting at 4 o'clock. So I will get Barb so people will understand on the website. That'll be clear that there's an additional interview at 4 o'clock.
I'll suggest that they modify the text on the website to indicate that same thing. And for the rest of you, use the same invitation. I'll be adding David Getz for the meeting this afternoon, and I'll get an invitation to him.
sound good? Okay, so we made a motion to suspend the meeting. Do we need any more motions on this, Jerry, or could we just?
No, not at this time. So your meeting is now suspended. The recording shortly can stop, and then we will move forward, reconvene at 4 o'clock with the interview, and then we will go circle back to extend the offer for the position of superintendent of schools. You'll have discussion there to see if there's a motion for Mr. Getz at that point. If not, then I would suggest that you will just have your regular school board meeting on Monday and add an agenda item there on future plans for the superintendent. So I think that's sort of the game plan here right now is so an interview at 4. If you make a decision to extend an offer to negotiate a contract with Mr. Getz, then you'd have your superintendent. If not, then you would have to discuss future plans at Monday's meeting.
Okay,
Any questions on that? Does that make sense?
makes sense, yes.